To be making this light on, okay, some Puerto Rican spaghettis. It seems dark in here for me, I don't know. Yes, we're going to be making some Puerto Rican spaghettis. I do have a video on this. It wasn't the greatest video, and I'm trying to update the old videos that I have. I'm just trying to make them better quality, because then I really didn't know how to make videos and cooking. I was just, let's just say, back then I was in the learning stages of making videos. My videos were not the best quality, lighting, etc. So all those videos that have a lot of views and people commented on, I'm just trying to improve. So this is going to be one of them, and it is going to be different than the other one. Alright, so I just put some olive oil on here, and we're going to be making spaghetti with chicken, okay? And it's going to be a whole chicken that I have my butcher cut up. So the first thing I did was turn on my pan and I let it heat up. I just added some olive oil and I just sprinkled some on there. And to that I'm going to be adding one whole onion. And I actually wanted to make some arroz con pollo with this chicken, the chicken in the rice, the chicken inside of the rice, yeah. But because that's what I had a taste for, but my kids came home and asked if I could make the spaghetti with the chicken instead, Puerto Rican style. That's what they call it. Can you make the spaghetti and chicken Puerto Rican style? So, the good mommy that I am, I'm like, okay, I'd do anything for you guys, man. So we're going to let these onions cook just for a little bit. My stove goes from a 2 to a 10, and I have it at an 8 right now. And if you want to use, make this recipe without any meat and loads of veggies, you can. If you want to make this recipe with chicken breast instead of a whole chicken like I'm going to do, you can do that. You can add anything, pork, beef, whatever. You can incorporate it into this recipe instead of using the whole chicken. This is a half of head of garlic that I roughly chopped. Using a half of cup of cilantro. And if you guys have sofrito, whether it's homemade or store-bought, instead of doing this process, you can add 1 cucharero, 1 spoonful of sofrito into here, or you can do this and then add a little bit of your homemade sofrito, which I don't have. You can do that as well. Now I'm going to get my chicken that I already washed. Let me get it. So this is a whole chicken that I bought from the butcher and he chopped up for me. And I gave it a good rinse. And I'm going to place my chicken in my pan. You can take the skin off. Paul likes the skin, so I leave the skin on. And this is the recipe. There's so many different ways to make it, and you could actually make this recipe and just to your way, to your liking. Alright, so I'm going to put in the pan. I'm going to drop my heat down to about a medium. On a 6, I'm going to cover it for about 15 minutes. Alright guys, it's been 5 minutes and I'm going to turn it over. And why I didn't season in the beginning, because I don't know if you can see, the chicken already started releasing its own juices. So it made kind of a base on the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to sprinkle to this 2 chicken bouillons. I'm going to sprinkle 1 sazon. I might sprinkle another one. I took 2 out. I'm going to sprinkle some cumin. Okay, there you go. Nothing was coming out. So I'm sprinkling about a teaspoon. I'm going to sprinkle some pepper. Can you see? There you go. I don't know. I'm just giving it a little twist here and there. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of oregano. And about a tablespoon of garlic. I'm not going to add salt or adobo, because you know adobo is salty, and to my sauces main, then I'll take it from there. For now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to cover it for another 5 minutes.
So I went to the living room.
Alright guys, so we're going to uncover it. At this point, I'm going to bring my stove up to a high. I'm going to flip this over. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of garlic, about a teaspoon, a little bit more of oregano, about a teaspoon. Teaspoon, I'm right, okay. Sprinkle a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of cumin, about a teaspoon, and the second sobre of sazon.
Can I pour it in?
Yeah, be careful with because it's hot. Put the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
Did you empty out your lunchbox, Gigi?
I put it in.
Put the container in the sink. Okay, so normally you can use a big 16-ounce can of tomato sauce like you would use to make fresh sauce. I thought I had it, I don't have it, but it's okay. This is the same thing. So we're gonna use 2 cans of the Goya tomato sauce, okay? And it can be store brand, because the other one that I had was actually the ShopRite brand diced tomatoes, and then I had one with the whole plum tomatoes, and I used it because I made pasta the other day. Alexa, stop. We're gonna start with 1 can, okay? And then we'll take it from there. I'm just giving it a turn, that way I can mix the tomato sauce in with it. Like this. No, because you have school clothes on and I don't want this splashing on you.
Alright. I'm gonna go change my clothes.
Okay. Alright guys, so I'm going to cover this up for about 10 minutes because I want the chicken to start releasing its juices, so I can make kind of a sauce for my spaghettis. Okay guys, so it's about 5 minutes. I just turned my stove down to medium to, no, low to medium heat. And I just want to show you, I'm going to be using this pasta here, and I believe it's pronounced I cannot pronounce it. I'm like Perdicelli. I'm not gonna, whatever. Now, the only reason that I like these noodles here to make instead of the spaghettis is because, let me pull one out. First of all, you see the thickness of it? Let's see if you can see. Okay, if you see right there in the middle, there's a hole. Not like a regular spaghettis. There's a hole in there. So that means that all the sauce from, the sauce from this chicken will go in there, and it is, I don't know, it's just so good. So that's why when I make my spaghettis, the Puerto Rican style, as my kids would say, Boricua, I like these noodles instead because it has that little, it's like a straw, so it's easy for any fluids to get in there, the juices. So yeah, delicious. So I'm gonna, in another pot I have my water boiling, and we're gonna heavy salt that water. I sprinkled a little bit of pepper as well, and to that I'm going to add my pasta. I'm not going to cook it all the way. I'm going to want it to be al dente, because it will continue to cook with the chicken. So I'll probably cook the pasta for maybe about, I don't know, 10 minutes. I'll time it. Alexa, set the timer. 10 minutes. Back to
10 minutes.
Ooh, that's
starting now.
This is our chicken. You see how all the sauce is coming up already? I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to cover it, okay? Alright guys, so it's been 8 minutes, and I turned off the pasta. I'm just going to come over here and flip my chicken real quick. And you see the chicken already made its own juices. And you don't want to cook the chicken too long because it has the bone, and you don't want the chicken to start breaking up in the sauce and in your bones, okay? I mean, and then the chicken, the bones of the chicken will start falling in your sauce, so you don't want that. So, whoa. Okay, I'm losing noodles here. Ah, it's hot. All right, so I just want to show you, this is the noodle cooked. And it's not cooked all the way. You see, I still have to pull at it. So it's perfect, because now it'll continue to cook in there. And it tastes good. When I was young, I didn't like tomato sauce. So my godmother, Titi Angelina, she used to make me spaghettis, and she used to let them cool down and then put mayo, and that's how I used to eat my spaghettis when I was young. So when spaghettis with mayonnaise. So when I used to go, I'll let you try one day. So when I used to go to Puerto Rico to visit, because they were from Brooklyn as well, but hold on, they were from Brooklyn as well, but they ended up, moving to Puerto Rico. My godfather was an airplane pilot. So when I used to go there for the summer, she used to make me the spaghettis with the mayo. And everybody out there used to think I was so strange.
Mayo's
viendo esa
good.
nena comiendo espagueti con mayonesa. Like, you know, they see this young girl eating spaghetti and mayonnaise. Like, what the heck is going on with that girl? Where's she from?
Well, it sounds good actually. Mayo has like a...
I loved it. Alexa, stop. Now I wouldn't eat it. I had my timer set for 10 minutes. Remember, guys, so it just went off.
Can I try like one thing?
Just one. Go ahead.
Okay.
Now I wouldn't eat it, but you know.
Their taste buds change.
Yes, you grow up.
Oh my god, I'm trying to take one and it's eating me.
All right, that's the last of our noodles. All right, mix it all up, and you want to give it a good mix so that it can pick up all the flavors. From the chicken. I only ended up adding one.
It tastes good.
It tastes good. 1 can of tomato sauce. I didn't add any water to this because the chicken released the water, you know, its own juices, so I didn't need to add anything.
It's just very chunky,
Yeah,
but the chunkier the better.
I just want to taste it.
It's good.
I don't need anything. Here, Gia. It's hot, be careful. It's good, guys. I don't need any seasoning. I'm gonna cover it up and let it cook on its own for another probably 10 minutes. I'll let you guys know.
It's actually
All right, guys, this is 1 crown of fresh broccoli that I'm going to add in here. You can add any vegetables. You can add more than one. I'm adding broccoli because we all love broccoli. I might add 2 crowns, I don't know. I have another crown, oops, of broccoli. Okay, at this point what I'm going to do, because I want more juices, I'm going to take the stock from my spaghettis and I'm going to add it here. And when I mean stock, it's just the starches of the spaghettis that cooked, that my spaghettis cooked in, which I added the pink salt. And make sure your stove is up out of heat at this point. I added pink salt and pepper to it. And that was it. So I'm going to add 3 spoonsful of the water to this, and I'm going to add some more broccoli because for 6 people, that's not enough. All right. Yep, there we go. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of pink salt. And I'm going to chop up now the broccoli, wash it up, and I'll be right back. Alexa, stop. All right, guys, so it's been exactly 10 minutes. Let me get my spoon. And this is done. Turn your stove off. It is ready to be served. And you see how all the chicken is still intact. This took about 30 minutes to cook, guys. And all the chicken, the pieces of chicken, everything is intact. And you want that because, like I said, it has the bone. So you don't want the meat falling off the bone. Then you got a bunch of bones inside of your spaghetti. There's the drumstick. The broccoli is exactly how I like it. I don't like mushy vegetables. I always tell you guys that. So the broccoli is exactly how I like it. And I'm gonna give the noodles a taste. Just to make sure everything's seasoned well. If not, I'll add a little salt. Perfect. It doesn't need anything. Let me just get mine. Sprinkle some Parmesan cheese in there. And then I'll give it a turn, and then I'll pour more cheese on the kids' plates because they like it on their pasta. Alright, and this is done. Alright guys, so this is the plating. This is the Puerto Rican style, Boricua style spaghettis and chicken. And it's delicious. I ate already. This is actually Paul's plate. He just got home from work. So you know I gotta serve the king of the house. And this is it. It is so good. The kids loved it. So make sure you give this recipe a try, guys. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, drop some requests and comments and let me know if there's any videos that you guys would like me to make. Other than that, I hope you give this recipe a try, you enjoy it. And with that said, thank you for watching Simply Nana with Crafting, Cooking, and Sazon. To the next video. Bye.